Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to learn how to enroll a student to course in Zenler and create a new contact in HubSpot CRM. So let's take an example that you work in an educational institute and you are responsible for sale of your course in Thrivecart. Now, whenever a student makes a payment in Thrivecart for your course, that is Core PHP Programming in Zenler, he should be enrolled to a course and he should be added as a new contact in HubSpot CRM. For doing this, you have two options. First, do it manually. Take the details of your student from the Thrivecart account, then enroll him to a particular course. Then you can create a contact in HubSpot CRM account. So this will be a time consuming and a tiresome process, and it becomes difficult when you have large number of students. The second option is you can create an automation so that whenever a student makes a payment for any of the product, for any of the course in your Thrivecart account, he should automatically get enrolled to the course, and automatically the same student should be created as a contact in HubSpot CRM account. But here there is one problem, that there is no direct connection between Thrivecart, Zenler and HubSpot. So how to do this? As a solution, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So basically, Pabbly Connect is an automation and integration software which will help us in integrating Thrivecart with Zenler and with HubSpot also. The best part here is it doesn't require any coding skills or programming knowledge. Even a non-technical person can do this very easily. Here we are using Thrivecart, which is a software that helps us to promote and collect the payments for our physical and digital products, including ebooks and digital courses. Here we are using Zenler also, which is a software tool to create and send online courses of your online education business. And here we are also using HubSpot for creating the contact. In place of Thrivecart, Razorpay, Stripe or any other payment gateway can be used. Okay. So now let us check this in the real time. So this is my Thrivecart payment page. Okay. This is my Zenler account. Here you can see the enrollments as 9. I have 9 students to a particular course. And this is my HubSpot CRM account. Okay. Where I have all the contact details of all my contacts. So now I want that whenever a payment has been made into this particular Thrivecart account, automatically a student should be enrolled to a course. He should be added into the Zenler account and he should be enrolled to a course, and the same student should be added into my HubSpot CRM account also. Okay, so let us make an entry over here of any of my student, that is Adam Smith. Okay, I'll just make it Smith. Okay, let's give the email address as adamsmith123@gmail.com. Let's give the phone number and let's give the address. Here state is MH. Let's give the address as B350. Okay, B350 Revu Estate, City Pune, and let's give the zip code and let's click on continue. Again click on continue. Here I'll just give the card details. Okay, so the payment has been made over here. So now let's go to the Zenler account. Here we had the 9 enrollments. Let's refresh this page. Okay, and now here we can see the enrollments as 10 and the new student, that is Adam, is enrolled into a course also. Now let's check the HubSpot CRM account also. I'll just refresh this page also, and here we can see Adam Smith is added over here also as my contact details. So here you might be wondering that I just fill in the details into a payment page of any of my student, and automatically a student is created in the details of the student is created into my Zenler account also, and the student is automatically enrolled to a course also, as well as the same student contact has been updated into my CRM account also, the HubSpot CRM account also. So you might be wondering, how did I manage to do all these things? So let me tell you, I have done this in just 4 simple steps. and anyone can do this very easily. Step 1. Connect Thrivecart to Pabbly Connect. So first we have to go to Pabbly Connect and then we have to create an integration between Thrivecart and Pabbly Connect. Step 2. Collect the data from Thrivecart and Pabbly Connect. At step 2, we have to, Pabbly Connect is going to capture the data from Thrivecart. Step 3. Send the same data to Zenler to enroll user to a course. So at step 3, whatever the data Pabbly Connect has captured from Thrivecart, the same data will be sent to Zenler and a student will be enrolled to a course. Step 4. Send the same data to HubSpot CRM to create a new contact. So whatever the data Pabbly Connect has captured from Thrivecart, the same data will be sent to the HubSpot CRM also and a new contact will be created. So in this way, we are going to create an integration between Thrivecart, Zenler, HubSpot using Pabbly Connect. So let us learn the integration process now. For this, let us type Pabbly, pabbly.com in our browser. This is the website of Pabbly. Here we have to come to products and click on connect. This is the landing page of Pabbly Connect. As you are the first time user, you have to click on sign up for free option. You can create your own account in just 2 minutes by clicking on this option. As I already have an account with Pabbly Connect, I'll just click on sign in. Here in the all apps sections, scroll down, come to Pabbly Connect and click on access now. This is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Here we have to come to this plus sign and click on create workflow. So here let us give the workflow name. So here I have given the workflow name as Zenler and HubSpot CRM integration. If you want to give the workflow name as per your requirement, you can change it. And now let's click on create. Now here we can see a trigger window and an action window. So you might be thinking, what is this trigger? What is this action? So let me tell you, Pabbly Connect works on the concept of trigger and action. Trigger means when this happens, action means do this. So in this use case, we want that whenever a student makes a payment in Thrivecart, automatically he should be enrolled to a course in Zenler and he should be added as a contact in HubSpot CRM also. So in the trigger application, we are going to select the application name as Thrivecart. So let us type Thrivecart over here and let us select Thrivecart. Here in the trigger event, we have to select product purchase. Let us select product purchase. Let's click on connect. Here we have to click on add new connection. Now here it is asking for the token. Enter the API key. Okay, and now let us read the instructions. Note, to get the API key, after login, navigate to settings, API and webhooks, and from there we can find the API key. So let us move to my Thrivecart account first. So this is my Thrivecart product page. Here I'll just go to this small sign and here we can find the settings option. Let's click on settings. Here we have to click on API and webhooks. And this is the API key option. We have to click on view settings. And now here we can see my API key. So we have to click here, view full key. And here, from here we can copy this API key. We can go to Pabbly Connect. And here we have to give the API key. We have to just paste it over here. And now let's click on save. So I'm not showing you this API key just because of the security reasons. Okay. And now Thrivecart is connected to Pabbly Connect. Now here we have to select the product. Let us select our product. Okay. And now the product status, I'll be just keep it as test mode only. Okay. And now let us click on save and send test request. Now here we can see it is waiting for the response. So for that we need to go to our Thrivecart account. I'll just close it and we'll just go to the product page, and from here I'll just click on get URL and we are going to just make a payment in Thrivecart first so that the data can be captured in Pabbly Connect. Okay, so from here we can click on view checkout option. Okay, so here let us fill the information of any of our student. Let's give the name as Shikha, last name as Arya, her email address as Shikha Arya 25@gmail.com. Let's give the phone number over here. Okay, and let's give the billing address, that is India. State, let us give it as MP. Street address is E4 258 Arera Colony, 10 number shop, city Bhopal. And let's give the zip code also, 462028. Okay, and now let's click on continue. Okay, here we have to give the shipping. Okay, it's $1. Let's click on continue once again. I'll just give the card details. I'll just copy the card number and I'll just give the card details. Here I'll be giving the CVV number and I'll just click on complete order. Okay, the order is getting processed. Okay, so now here we can see that the payment is made. So now let's move back to Pabbly Connect, and here we can see the responses received. Okay, and let us see the details, whatever it is captured over here. The product name is captured, that is core PHP programming. Okay, product owner, customer ID is generated over here. Okay, here we can see the state, the address, everything is captured. The first name, last name of the student is captured over here. Shipping address and all the details which we have filled into the order date, all the details which was there in Thrivecart, it is captured over here. Okay, so now we want to check that whether this particular student exists in our Zenler account or not. We'll just select the Zenler as an application. Now here in the action event, we are going to click on search user. Okay, so we are going to search whether this particular student exists in our Zenler account or not. Okay, and let's click on connect. Here again we have to click on add new connection, and here we have to give the API key and school account name. Okay, so you can get the API key from here. We can go to this particular link also, or instead of that we can just go to the Zenler account. Okay, and here we can click on the site option. In the left side we can find so many options. Okay, so let's scroll down, and here you can find the developers option and click on API key. So simply copy this API key from here. Okay, go to Pabbly Connect and simply paste the API key over here. Now here we have to give the school or account name, and let us read the instructions. If your URL is this, then your school or account name is PBLY. Okay, so let's go to Zenler Arcan, and here we can see the URL, and this PABBLY Pabbly will be our school name. I'll just copy this, go to Pabbly Connect, and I'll just paste it over here. Okay, so this is our school name, and now let's click on save. And now Zenler is connected to Pabbly Connect. Now here we have to give search keyword. So we are going to use the email ID of the student, that is shikhaarya25@gmail.com. Why I'm using this email ID? Just because email ID is a unique ID for each and every student. Okay, it's not possible that same email ID is allotted to 2 students. So it will be unique for everyone. I'll be just mapping this email ID. So I'll just map the email ID from Thrivecart, and let us find the email ID over here. Yes, this one. And now let's click on save and send test request. So now here we can see the responses received. Okay, and data items ID, a data item ID, a ID is generated of this particular student. Okay, and all the details are captured over here, that is Shikha Arya, her email address, her address. Okay, and all the details are captured over here. But here I'll just focus on this particular ID because it will be used for various different steps further. Okay, and here we can see that this particular student exists in our Zenler account, so the data is captured over here. Okay, now we want to set the routers, that whether if this particular student is existing in Zenler account, then what needs to be done. Okay, and if this student does not exist, then what needs to be done. Okay, for that I'll just scroll down, come to this plus sign, click on add application. Here in the action steps we are going to select router. So here as you can see the symbol, it has 2 paths. Okay, if this exists and if does not exist. So I'll just rename this particular route so that it will make you clear. If, I'll just erase this, if user exists in Zenler. Okay, update, and route 2 also I'll just rename it. If user does not exist in Zenler. Okay, so here we have made two routes, if user exists and if user does not exist. So we have to set the filter and action steps for both these routes, that what needs to be done. So let's click on this, set filter and action steps. Now here we are going to apply the conditions. In the filter is the if and then statement. If this condition is existing, then what needs to be done? So here in the select label, we have to select the ID which I was focusing. So it will be getting from Zenler. We have to map this data item 0 ID. Let's map this. If in the filter type is exist will come. If this particular ID exists, and let's click on save and send test request. Yes, here we can see it is condition is true just because this student is existing in our Zenler account. Okay, so I'll just again click on this plus sign, add application. Here in the application we are going to select Zenler. Here in the action event we have to select enroll user to a course. So it means that if this particular student exists in Zenler, okay, then he should be enrolled to a course. Okay, now let's click on connect. As we have already created a connection, we'll be just choosing this existing connection. If we click on add new connection, then again we have to give the API key and school name account over here. Instead of that, we'll just choose the existing connection. Okay, and let's click on save. Okay, and now it is connected. So here we have to give the student ID. So we'll just click on this mapping button, just enable it, and here we have to give the ID. I'll just select the ID from Zenler and this one data item 0. We have mapped this ID. I'll just erase the previous one which was automatically captured. Okay, the student ID is this. Here we have to enter the course ID. So course ID is the same, core PHP programming. This is our course. Here we have to give course plan ID. So how we are going to get the course plan ID? Either you can go to this URL, give your school name and get your course plan ID, or instead of that, let's go to Zenler again. Here we have to go to courses. So this is my course, core PHP programming. I'll just click on this 3 dots and click on edit. Here I'll just go to the pricing tab. Here again in the actions, I'll be just editing this. Now when we see the URL column, here we can see 52065. So this is our ID which we want. I'll just copy this ID. We'll go to Pabbly Connect, and from there here I'll be just pasting it. This is the plan ID, course plan ID. Okay, and now let's click on save and send test request. And now here we can see the responses received, message is success, and the value given in the data is user enrolled to a course successfully with this particular plan. Okay, now we can see that this particular student is enrolled in the Zenler account. Now we have to create a contact in HubSpot CRM also. For that we have to click on this plus sign again. Here in the application we are going to select HubSpot CRM. Here in the action event we have to select create a contact with basic properties. Now let's click on connect. Here we have to click on add new connection. Here again we have to give the API key. So let us read the instructions. Log into your HubSpot account. Click the settings icon on the main navigation bar. In the left sidebar menu, navigate to integrations and then click on API key. So I'll just take you to my HubSpot account also. Now here we have to go to settings option. Here in the left side, we can find integrations tab, and here we can see API key option. Let's click on this. Now here we can see active API key. We'll just click on show. I'll just click here. So the API key is shown over here. We have to copy this, copy it to clipboard. Okay, I'll go to Pabbly Connect and I'll just paste the API key over here. Okay, and now let's click on save. Okay, now here we can see HubSpot CRM is connected to Pabbly Connect. Here we have to give the email address of the contact. So email address we can find from Thrivecart. This was the email address. Here we have to give the first name. So let's map the first name, that was Shikha. This one. Then we have to give the last name over here. Basically we are mapping the details of the student now. So just find Arya, this one. Okay. Now we have to give the website. So I don't have any website for the Shikha. Company name does not exist. Okay, we can give the mobile phone number or the mobile number from here. We have the phone number. This is the contact number. Okay. Now the address also we can map. Address was there. Yes, this is the address line. Here we can give the city. Okay, we can give the state also. State is MP, and here we can give the zip code also. Okay, so this is a zip code. So we have entered all the details of the student, and let's click on save and send test request. So meanwhile, the data is getting updated. Okay, the response is received. Okay. And here we can see all the details of the student is added into the HubSpot account also. I'll just go to my HubSpot account. Here I'll go to my contact page. And here we can see the first student, that is Shikha Arya. Her contact details are automatically updated over here. Okay. Now let's move back to Pabbly Connect and let us click on done. So we have set the first parameter, that is if user exists. We have set the condition for this. Then what needs to be done? Okay. Now let us set the conditions for the second route also. Let us click on set filter and action steps for route 2. Now again here we have to give the filter. Here we'll be giving the ID once again, data items ID. And in the filter type, it will be does not exist. Now let's click on save and send test request. So now here we can see the condition is false just because we know that the user exists in Zenler account. Okay, I'll just click on done over here. If you remember, we have seen that the user exists. Okay, in our first route, the user do exist in the Zenler account. So that was the reason it was showing it as user exists. And here in the trigger application, we have to just recapture the response. Okay, let's click on recapture webhook response. Yes, we want to recapture it. So now let us create a payment just by the name of some other student, okay, a new student, so that his details are not there in the Zenler account. Let us check the details. Okay, I'll just go to the students and let us check the name as Sanjay Sharma over there. Whether a Sanjay Sharma name is there or not. Okay, I cannot find. Let's just type as Sanjay Sharma. Okay, so here we can see that no details found in this range. Okay, so no student is there named Sanjay Sharma. So what I'll do, I'll just go to the Thrivecart again and I'll just make a payment in the Thrivecart name Sanjay Sharma student. Okay, so here again I'll click on this view checkout page, and here let us give the entry as Sanjay, contact name as Sharma, last name, email address as Sanjay Sharma 28 @gmail.com. His phone number. Okay, let's give it over here. And billing address, status MP again. Let us give the email address, street address as E8 297 Arera Colony, city Bhopal, and let us give the zip code. Okay, and let's click on continue. Here again the shipping address, okay, and everything is checked. Okay, let's click on continue. Again, I'll just give the card number over here and give the details of the card. Let's complete the order now. So this is my test card details. Okay, so now here we can see that the payment has been made. So now in the first step in our trigger application in Thrive card, we can see the details are captured over here. Name Sanjay Sharma, okay, his contact details. Yes, the name is here, Sanjay Sharma, his shipping address, and all the details are captured over here. Okay, now let's move to the second step in Zenler also. Previously, we have searched for the customer email, that is the student email, that is Shikha Arya, and this time we have to just search for the new one. For that, I'll just refresh this page and I'll just click on F5 and all the details will be automatically captured over here now. Okay, so the page is refreshed. I'll just open this. Here we can find the name is automatically captured, that is Sanjay Sharma. Now let us click on save and send test request. Yes, it will give an error. It will not capture the data as this particular student does not exist in Zenler account. Here, yes, we can see the response code message and we cannot see any data IDs captured over here. Data items ID is not there over here. So now let us go to routers and we are going to set the conditions. This one, if user does not exist in Zenler. So let us click on set filter and action steps. So here we have already set the filter. Okay, I'll just open this. So here we have selected that if the user does not exist, then what needs to be done. So now let's move to the next step. Just click on this add application. Here in the action event, we have to select Zenler. In the action event, we are going to select add new user because the user does not exist in Zenler. Let's click on connect. Again, we are going to go with the existing connection. Let's click on save. Okay. Now here we have to give the details. So let us give the details of first name. I'll just go to Thrive card and from here we are going to map the details of the student. That is Sanjay was the first name. Okay, last name was Sharma. Again go to Thrive card. So let us map the details of Sanjay. Okay, all the details so that he can be added as a new user in Zenler. His email address also. Okay, this was the email address and let's select the role as student. Okay, and here we have to give the password. So let us select the password. It will be a unique password. So I'll just select the password from Thrive card and here we can give Thrive card secret key. Okay, so I'll just select this. Now we have to give the phone number. Again go to Thrive card and let's map the phone number over here. Contact number. Here we have to give the address. Let us map the address. Okay. Then we have to give the city. Let us map the city from here. That was Bhopal. And let us map the state also. And then the last one is zip code is required. And state it's MP. And zip code. That is 462, I guess. Yes, this one. And the country, obviously as we are in India, we have to select IN for India. Okay, this one. So we have given all the details. Now let us click on save and send test request. Okay, so we can see the responses received and the people added successfully. So this particular person is added successfully in our Zenler account. Let's move back to Zenler. Just go to student. I'll refresh this page and let us see. Yes, here we can see Sanjay Sharma is added now. Okay. Now let's move back to Pabbly Connect. Now I'll just come to this, click on this add application. And now we are going to enroll this particular student to the course. For that again we have to select Zenler over here. In the action event we have to select enroll user to a course. Let's click on connect. Here again we are going with the existing connection. Okay, it's connected. Now here we have to give the student ID. So let's give the student ID over here. I'll just click on this mapping button and I'll just map the student ID. And here we can see that when the new user was created, okay, this particular student was added in Zenler account, a new ID was also generated, this one 77765. So now we have to map this ID. Okay, I'll just move down, and here in the student ID we'll be mapping from here Zenler and this ID. Okay, now we have to map. Okay, it's getting loaded. So here again the course ID we have to give. The course name is Core PHP Programming. We are not going to change any course over here. Now here again we have to give the course plan ID. So as I have mentioned before, I'll just take you to my Zenler account, and from here we can see that this was the course ID. I'll just copy this once again. I'll go to Pabbly Connect, and here I'll just paste the course ID, the course plan ID once again. And now let's click on Save and Send Test Request. And now here we can see the responses received and user enrolled to a course. Okay, it is mentioned over here. User enrolled to the course successfully with the plan Core PHP Programming. Okay. Now we want that this particular contact should be created in our HubSpot CRM also. So I'll just go to this add application plus sign. And here in the application we are going to select HubSpot CRM. Here in the action event we have to select create a contact with basic properties. Let's click on connect. Here we have also created a connection. We can go with the same connection as we have already created a connection in route 1. Okay, now it is connected. Let's give the email address over here. So we can find the email address from Thrivecart, and the email address is this. We have to give the first name. So let us fill the details. The first name is Sanjay. Now let us give the last name also. Last name is Sharma. Yes, this is the last name. Then we have to give the website. Okay, we don't have any website nor the company name. Let's give the phone number. Go to Thrivecart and let's map the phone number from here. This contact number. Okay, let's give the address. Okay, and this is the address line 1. Then we have to give the city. I'll go to Thrivecart, and here, where is the city? Oh my god, where is the city gone? Okay, I'll just scroll down, and yes, here it's the city. Now let's give this state also, again in the Thrivecart. Yes, this is the state, and zip, and zip code is 462, something like that. Yes, this one. Okay, and now let's click on Save and Send Test Request. And here we can see the responses received. This particular contact is generated in the HubSpot account also. I'll just go to the HubSpot account, and the page is getting loaded. Okay, I'll just refresh it. Okay, before refreshing we can find Sanjay Sharma over here, and it is added. Okay, so now let's move back to Pabbly Connect, and I'll just click on Done. Okay, so now let us check this in the real time. For that I'll just go to my payment page once again, and let's create an entry over here on the name of a student, that is Shweta Tiwari. Email address is Shweta Tiwari 54@gmail.com. Let's give the phone number. Let's give the state as Maharashtra. Let's give the street address as flat number 305 Mayur Nagari. City as Pune. And let's give the zip code as 411061, and let's click on continue. Let's click on continue once again. Here again, let's give the card details. Let's click on complete order. Okay, so now here we can see that the payment has been made. So now let us move to our Zenler account and let's check whether the student is there or not. Okay, so here we can see Shweta Tiwari is added over here. So as the second router condition is running over here, because this student was not existing in the Zenler account. So the condition 2 started working, and this student is created over here. Now let us see whether this student is enrolled to a course or not. I'll just go to the courses. And here we can see the 9 enrollments. Okay, it means previously it was 7. So Shweta Tiwari is enrolled to this particular course. Okay, for that I'll just go to the course and let's open and check. Okay, enrollments, and here we can see Shweta enrolled into the course. Okay, now let us check the CRM account also, HubSpot CRM, and I'll just refresh. Okay, before refreshing itself, here we can see Shweta Tiwari is added over here also. Okay, so now let's move back to Pabbly Connect. I'll just minimize all these windows and let us see in a nutshell whatever we have done till now. So in this use case, we want that whenever a payment has been made, a product is purchased into the Thrivecart account, automatically the user should be searched into the Zenler, and we have applied 2 conditions. That if the user exists, then automatically what needs to be done, and if user does not exist, then what needs to be done. Okay, so we have set the filter and action steps for both the conditions. So in this way we have created a successful integration and our workflow is perfectly working fine. So not just these software applications, you can integrate a ton of applications and automate your business with Pabbly Connect. In case of any queries, you can contact us at admin@pabbly.com. Also, the link of Pabbly Connect and this workflow is available in the description box. You can clone the same workflow into your account directly. If you really like this video, please comment, share and subscribe.